This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TYT for your free trial membership. The GOP is proposing a new bill in the House that would basically deny women emergency abortions. It's known as the Protect Life Act. And what they basically want to do is allow a government-funded hospital to turn away a woman who needs an abortion to save her life. Classy. Okay.
Yes.
This bill is proposed by Representative Joe Pitts. He's a Republican from Pennsylvania. It's very interesting that they want to protect life when it comes to a fetus, but they do not want to protect life when it comes to a woman who might lose it because of the pregnancy. Unbelievable.
Right. Now, it literally was so unbelievable that as I was reading the story, I was thinking, this can't be right. There's got to be an exaggeration or it's a fact wrong here or two. It turns out, no, it's totally right. What it is that already hospitals and doctors have the ability to exercise their conscience and not give treatment to some people based on their religious beliefs, etc., the religious beliefs of the hospital. But there's a very, very important exception to that. Somebody comes to the hospital and they need emergency care. You need to, at the very least, stabilize them and then send them to another treatment center. What this new law does is says, no, you don't have to stabilize them, and you don't have to send them to any other hospital. You don't have to direct them. You can just leave them on the side of the street and let them die. It's unreal, man. It's how can you call this the Protect Life Act? You're saying it's okay because of whatever your cuckoo beliefs are about letting, Now, look, the pro-life thing is not cuckoo. What I'm saying is cuckoo is a woman is about to die. She comes in and says, can you do the abortions? Or her husband or whatever says, do the abortion. She's about to die. If that's your medical judgment. And they go, no, my kooky beliefs are that your fetus is more important than you. Well, the fetus might die too. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. And, of course, the Republicans want to enable that. And they want to say, oh, that's awesome. Let's do that. And let's call it, ironically, the Protect Life Act.
Yeah, I know. It's really unbelievable. And look, I think that it's so outrageous that it has a very small chance of passing, even in a Republican House. So I'm thinking, look, this guy is a nut. He's proposed this crazy legislation, but that's as far as it's going to go. What do you think, Cenk?
No. Look, here's the deal. You have to raise holy hell to make sure any of these things are defeated. If all the Democrats don't unite and scream at once, the Republicans just put them in, they pass them, and they go, and nobody ever does a damn thing about it, right? So now, luckily, everybody did scream and holler about the forcible rape provision that they had put into the same abortion bill, right? Talking about how, oh, no, if you got date raped or you were drugged or you could not make, you were mentally disadvantaged and could not make, you're mentally handicapped and you can't make a decision, but you were raped anyway. All those rapes don't count. It only counts if Republicans think it was forcible, right? And after all those complaints, they finally, relented on that. You think they would have relented if it wasn't the ongoing pressure and people criticizing them? They would have never relented. They're not going to relent on this unless we get up on the rooftop again.
But would it have enough votes to pass? I mean, maybe I'm being extremely naive, but would this type of legislation pass in the House?
If NARAL and all these other groups don't go crazy over it, which they're going to, but if they didn't, of course it would pass. Like, Anna, you're talking like you don't know Democrats. First of all, some of the people that are in this so-called pro-life caucus are Democrats. You think they can't steamroll people?
Yeah, I don't know. This is scary stuff. I mean, when I read this, I had the same exact reaction as you. I thought this was definitely a joke. There's no way anyone would be cruel enough to propose this type of legislation. But apparently, when it comes to Republicans and when it comes to the right wing, the only thing that they're concerned about is pushing their own religious beliefs. They don't give a shit about the woman. They don't care about her health. They don't care about her well-being at all. I don't understand how anybody could support a bill like this. You're basically blatantly saying, who cares about the woman? If she's going to die, that's fine. We want to save the baby. And you're right. In this case, there's a huge possibility that the baby wouldn't survive either. The fetus wouldn't survive either. So I
Now,
don't understand the logic behind it. There's zero logic behind it.
Well, look, see, the thing is, most hospitals, even if they're Catholic hospitals, etc., because of their conscience, they don't do abortions, which is totally fine under normal circumstances, right? I think if a woman came in and she's about to die, my guess is they'd do it anyway, right? But there's going to be some douchebags out there, and they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. And then they don't even give her, they don't even bring her to another hospital. I mean, it's repulsive, right? And Anna, you know, back in the day, some liberals would make the argument that this whole abortion thing is that not because they think it really starts at conception, but it's anti-women, right? And honestly, I didn't really buy into that. I thought, look, they honestly, genuinely believe that life begins at conception, which I think is a defensible argument. And they think because of their religion, et cetera, that this is very important and life is precious and God and Jesus and all that stuff, right? Now I'm beginning to think that you know, maybe I'm naive. Maybe that's, you know, like, because we know politics is about emotion, right? Mm-hmm. And we know that people are driven by that emotion and they're not making logical choices. So the emotion that they're appealing to here is, yeah, women shouldn't get to choose. Men should get to choose what women do, right? I mean, look, I wasn't there until this thing. I mean, first with the forcible rape, which is so barbaric and so 15th century to say that only, you know, what a woman has to be screaming and yelling and kicking, otherwise you don't call it rape. And now they turn around and say, well, we're going to let her die in the streets. But that isn't life. That isn't pro-life. You said, it's indefensible.
Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT. Free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.